today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Six yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The LSU connection. Burrow to chase for the Cincinnati first. The Bengals at 10-3 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3-and-out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3-and-out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And great field possession coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 24 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now on to punt this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for Evans a week ago, 9 carries, 52 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed.
On one, ready?
Now Burrow on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second down and 6 now. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. You look at this Packers defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Evans. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Play action. It's Burrow. He finds his man Johnson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Love. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. Here's Matt Araiza now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And spins away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Burrow's throw complete there to Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the 41, here's second and a couple. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He completes it to Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Burrow looking to pass. There's Evans again, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2nd and 6. Evans running behind center. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. In motion left, that's Reed. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A check down here to Jones. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Burrow. Higgins, what a catch. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 3rd down, Love. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 1st down, Love to pass. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. To pass, here's Jordan Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and it's the Chargers who are out in front. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey, to check on the Giants. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Wan'Dale Robinson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. Austin Eckler, a force in that first half with 2 touchdown runs.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
Here we go. I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Evans looking for space. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Burrow. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll look to throw again. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Glove. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, Love. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Jones. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now. To throw now. Here's Love. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Shoves him aside. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually real.
Well, that's what we're seeing right now. And he's got this down to the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And Burrow going to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Burrow on play action. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Love now. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Burrow on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Escapes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Love. Quick slant to Watson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Love from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. To the air again, Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here, as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.